Nobody's harder than me, I'm a breaker of chains.
Hey guys, welcome back at German Motors and Engineering. Today we have a Challenger Hellcat in our workshop, and on this specific car I would like to explain you what we have done to max out everything that the car brings with itself from the factory. We call it Stage 2. Stage 1 is our 800 plus horsepower stage, and this is this should output hopefully more than 900. Let's see what it's doing. What we've done is we did increase the boost from 0.8 bar to 1.2 bar, and we've done that with another set of pulleys. We installed a bigger lower pulley because that is better than decreasing the diameter of the upper pulley too much, because when you do the pulley from the supercharger, when you are making it too small, you have smaller and smaller overlap from the belt to this pulley, and also the distance from the belt to the axis where it rotates becomes smaller and smaller. So it's worse to drive that supercharger because the supercharger needs more power, but this system, how to bring that power from the belt to this pulley, becomes worse and worse with a smaller pulley. So we increased the diameter of the crankshaft damper, and we decreased, not too much, the diameter of the upper pulley. We used another air filter, because when we would like to breathe more air, we cannot do that with the OEM air filter, and we tested different air boxes. But what we found out is that with another filter in the stock air box, we have the best results. So a K&N filter in that stock air box brought us there where we would like to be. For more air, we need more fuel, and more fuel cannot be delivered by the stock injectors. They are maxed out at nearly 800 horsepower, and we cannot increase the fuel pressure too much. So we are running now 8 new injectors, and we also install bigger fuel rails, because those OEM fuel rails, they have very tiny little holes and they restrict the fuel flow too much. We had engine failures because not all 8 cylinders get the same amount of fuel, so some of them are running lean, and when they are running lean, what happens then? You are burning away your pistons, because a lean mixture causes high combustion temperatures, and these are melting the aluminium alloy. What's also causing pistons to fail is the OEM catalytic converters, because they are made of ceramic and they have very bad airflow through those OEM converters. So we installed big metal cats, and those metal cats, they are approved in the emission laboratory to be emission legal, but they have nearly no restriction. They have a very, very big diameter, and this metal inside has a very, very thin thickness, so the air can, or the exhaust gases can flow very easy through these big converters, and no back pressure in the exhaust results in very, very few hot gases in the cylinder. When the piston comes up and tries to move everything out of the cylinder, back pressure makes more hot gases to remain in the cylinder, and when it breathes new air-fuel mixture, you are likely to explode that without any spark, and this causes pistons to fail. But now we have no back pressure, we can move everything out of the cylinder, and there is more room and for new gases to breathe, and we have less chance for self-explosion. So everything is round right now, and we are not going to damage our engine, even with 50% more boost. What we also did is we upgraded the oil catch cans with some aftermarket parts, because more blow-by gases pass the pistons and they need to be moved out of the engine block. So yeah, some oil catch cans are the way to solve that issue. We did program the car, of course. Everything is different right now, more boost, other injectors, yeah, and we have other spark plugs installed, because when the engine is burning so much fuel and air, we have higher temperatures, and therefore we need 16 new spark plugs with a heat factor which is the right one for that power level and this yeah, boost level which we are running right now. Yeah, did I forget anything? I think engine-wise this should be all. And now let's look at the car from below and see what we have done. I'm living it free. Trust what I said and not what you see. Nobody keep it in order like me. I'm really a beast. So guys, I don't want to explain too much from the exhaust system itself, because we have other videos which explain that in detail. Here you can see those two big stainless steel racing catalytic converters. They are ending in a 3-inch stainless steel piping, which has the right diameter to breathe out the amount of exhaust gas which we are creating. And here starts our active exhaust, made in Germany. You can switch it from quiet to loud, however you like it. And we are using the standard exhaust tips on our stainless steel mufflers, because they fit the rear bumper in the best way, and they can be adjusted. You can slide them forward, backwards, you can adjust them in every direction. So I think those standard exhaust tips are the best for, yeah, also for our new active exhaust system. But let's see right now what the car is doing on the dyno. In front of the haters, I turn into motivators. I don't owe them no favors, and any beef and get catered. I'm on my way, doing my flex, running it up, getting my checks. I got the power, give me respect. Give me respect. I live this life, then on to the next. At this paper we have 903 horsepower, and those 903 horsepower, they are measured by European standards. Torque is at 1063 Newton meters, over 1000 Newton meters of torque, and you have over 1000 Newton meters of torque from 3400 RPM upwards, and from idle upwards under full throttle we have more than 800 Newton meters. Isn't that great? We don't have only displacement, we have displacement with boost, and this results in in crazy high numbers like this. What's also interesting is if you have a look at our engine power curve, this one, it's so linear, and you can really feel that when you are pressing down the accelerator pedal, that you receive exactly that boost and that torque what you want. So it's so drivable, and this makes it also very safe. We have an engine in the car with nearly 1000 horsepower, 900 and some horsepower, and on the street for sure this engine has even more, because what we can see here, we are receiving intake air temperatures between 60 and 80 Celsius, because it took us a few dyno runs to find the right gear, to find the grip, to bring that power down on the dyno. And during that time, the whole intercooling system did heat up. And when you're driving such a car on the street, you have much more airflow, you have cooler air on the street, and this cools the whole engine and the whole intercooler system much, much better. So you can expect the car to be even stronger on the street. And for those who want more intercooling, we have another solution which we will show you in another video, which intercools the water for the supercharger after it's passed the air to a water cooler in the front. We will cool that water down even more to receive even lower intake air temperatures, have more O2 in that same volume of air, and receive therefore more power. And yeah, how such a car behaves on the street and how our exhaust sounds, we will try and test right now. We will go out on the street with that one, and hopefully you liked what we have done. And if you did not already, then yeah, was heißt abonnieren auf Englisch?
Subscribe.
Yeah. And if you didn't already, then subscribe our channel, give us a like, and hope you liked that video. See you next time.
My bag every day, it don't matter what you want. Make sure you check yourself, talk about me, but you talking wrong. Tryna see how much closer to home I can get. Certified OG, paid all my debt. With my flows, power supreme, come from below, it's in my genes. I talk what I like, that's real nice things. Side down before approaching the king. Muscle strong, think money and power. I hop on the track like I hop in the shower. Look at the brick like I'm building a tower. And I'ma do that into my final hour. And my brain growing like a flower. I get the bed, I don't be in it. I'm on my way, doing my flex, running it up, getting my checks. I got the power, give me respect. I live this life and on to the next. Give me respect. I live this life and on to the next. Flex different, them boys are living grinding strong. You can spot a winner, cause of money, winners, fortune long. But I'ma get my bag every day, it don't matter what you want. Make sure you check yourself, talk about me, but you talking wrong.